Hello everyone, welcome to the LightBringers Podcast, where we will be talking today about the studio update. It is episode 7, season 3. We've done the story, that's all done and dusted. Well, it's not yet, because there's more coming real soon. We're also going to make sure we don't wash our faces when we go to do our groceries. That is something I have found out today from Crew. Congratulations. And
Very important.
It is very important. Okay. That was a good intro.
The story's done and dusted. I'm also done and dusted, and I might go out into the world done and dusted like this as well.
Wait, you're done and dusted? I mean, that took a long time to do.
Yeah, like an hour.
Really?
A little under an hour.
Oh, wow.
Or 40 minutes.
What about your hair? Did that take a long time?
This took 22 years or so to like just get it at this moment, so.
It took you 22 years to grow your hair to that length?
Yeah, I mean, I've trimmed it every once in a while, but, you know.
Oh, okay. That's fair. That's fair. I like it. You used to have longer hair, though, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
And I used to have shorter hair. But now I have hair that's at this length.
You
in
have
this
hair.
moment, at this time.
And
So
Jebro, you
good.
also used to have longer hair,
I
right?
have had long hair in my life. It was down here once. Yeah, back in the day.
yeah.
I used to have a big mohawk as well, back in the day.
I really thought you were just gonna end it, Bruce was like, oh, Jebro, like you used to have hair, right?
Oh, he thought
that
I
too.
cared. I've had bald jokes all my life. Well, I've been bald now.
All your life?
All your life? Wow. You were a baby getting bald. Your parents be like,
Yeah,
you
my-
bald baby.
Full circle, yeah.
They
I
just
think we
knew
were
the
all there
future.
once.
They knew what was gonna happen. They were like, "You're gonna turn out like your granddad." We might as well get you a little wig now. So I had many wigs. Anyway,
I'm
Sounds
just
so
imagining you as a baby right now, wearing all kinds of wigs.
Yeah.
just like the Elvis wig, and you know.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's good. It's
Not
good.
sure why. So everyone's here at the same time. I don't think we've. I could maybe I'll go back and actually check. When was the last time that happened?
Last time, I think it
been
was
a-
1998.
3-4 weeks ago?
It
Yeah,
was like a handful of weeks ago.
What was it?
1998.
We'll say it
What a
was
good year
two
that
years
was.
ago, because that works better for me. 2 years ago, maybe. We actually podcast started like 2 or 3 years ago. Anyway, we're talking about studio update today. We've got Rookery, we've got Boots, we've got Croup, we've got Fornax. So we're gonna do a mini intro first, and then we will do all the things. If you're live here in chat, thank you very much for joining us. Hope you're good. And you enjoyed your little break from us, because we're back. We're talking about Guild Wars 2 and all the fun things. First of all, let's go a little bit of an intro. Rookery,
I feel
how
like
are
we're
you?
out of practice.
What, the with intros?
Yeah, I feel like
I don't think we'll
feel
ever
like it's
be
been a
out
while.
of practice
Yeah.
on intros. They're always
Yeah, is there gonna be like a season where you actually are just like, for real, we're not doing intros anymore? Because I feel like the audience would riot. You know, I just,
Should we
I
do you
personally.
want me to just not do them anymore? I could do that.
No.
Please. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I think we're divided on this issue.
Boots doesn't care.
I love the intros. It's a nice practice in improv.
I think
intros.
people love the banter. That's the thing, because we get the banter in there. Like, people literally came up to me and Rook were just like, the banter is one of the main reasons we watch.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were
everybody
like-
listens to the first 4 minutes of every show and then turns
It's
it off.
not 4
Pretty much.
minutes though. It's not
Ends
4
up being
minutes.
like 15
Oh, wait.
minutes.
Like 30.
It is like closer to 30 minutes, and then you've got the outro, and then most of the show. So it's mostly all banter, and Guild Wars 2 is kind of in there somewhere. Rookery, tell us what you do, where you do it, and also tell us a little bit about the exciting times you've had recently.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. Hello, everyone. It's good to be back. Hi, I'm
If you want.
Rookery.
You don't have
Rookery.
to.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
If you
I
want
declined
to.
to do my intro because Jebro has given me an option. Thank you. That is all. Goodbye.
Okay.
No. I'm giving everyone choice. No one has to do it. No, and also the sharing. It wasn't meant to be an order. But I just wasn't sure if that's the way it came across. Sorry.
Claim your
Sure.
freedom.
Victory! No, hi, everyone.
Sorry.
I am an MMORPG content creator, shoutcaster, and host. You might have seen me on some of the previous episodes, although I have been really busy recently and I haven't been able to hang out with everybody as much, which makes me sad. But I was gone all last week. Actually on the stage at FanFest for Final Fantasy XIV. Spent some time in London just for fun, and then had the actual event on the weekend, and got to do shows on Saturday and Sunday for them and be a part of the event. And it was amazing. It was an incredible time. I had so much fun. I'm still holding out for when we get a Guild Wars 2 convention where we can all do fun stuff. Like, I'm waiting for it. But we do
Which one of
have.
us is dressing up as HR?
I will.
Done.
Chris got it. Finished. Nailed it.
I'm gonna just Elmer's glue a lot of fur to my back. Just like it will only last an hour. It will sweat off immediately.
I think that works.
I love this. I love this idea.
Oof, I love your sweaty balls. That costume.
Wow, Boots, you're just filthy today. You are literally the worst. You are the worst here. Out of anyone, especially like not Fornax. Like Fornax is just innocent as they come, but like Boots.
Fornax has never done anything wrong in her entire life, and we know this. We love her for it. So
I like how you're closing your eyes and you did a smile there, Fornax, and it picked up on the your app. And just like you were like.
Well, yeah, that's me, Rook. I don't have any comments about Setting Ballsack Char cosplay, but I guess just when it happens, when it happens, I hope you all, I guess, enjoy it. I don't know.
Rick's
That's
like,
pretty
why am
much
I
it.
here now? I mean, I've been away for so long. It's like I forgot why I enjoy this so much. Oh, there's crystals. Great.
Yeah,
I think I'm in the same boat.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Kroof and I are gonna have to see ourselves out. No, I'm kidding.
It's been great, y'all.
Can you do it after the show so I'd have to redo the cameras? You just leave at the end.
No, that's it. I think that's the end of my introduction. Yeah, London was great. It was amazing. I'm so happy to be back. And yeah, you can find me on Twitch and YouTube and all the stuff. That's it. That's it. The end.
We were all very, very proud of you. So good job on all the things you did. Tried to catch as much as it possibly could. Time zones willing, but you were awesome. It was really, really fun to watch. So good job. Good work. You had a lot of people cheering for you. We appreciate what you do. And coming back as well. Awesome.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming back.
Thanks.
No, you don't have to. I appreciate being here for all the we tease and joke and sometimes destroy each other with wholly inappropriate jokes. I look forward to it. I know.
More
I
like
literally look forward
unholy.
to it every single week that we do it.
It just, I don't think it would work otherwise. You're looking forward to every single week. Sorry.
Nope, that's all. Yes, I just look forward to every week. I love hanging out with all of you, so I'm glad to be back. And it was really fun, and I appreciate you all being so wonderful and kind and supportive of the messages and everything. Just your lovely folks, and I'm so happy to have you as friends. So that's all. Those are my feelings. The end.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate it.
Very good.
What we also appreciate is Cruz's amazing and epic face today. If you are not looking or watching the video, it's worth it just to see Cruz's
But that's every week.
Boots coming in clutch with the save. Coming in clutch. You know, you can just look at it really quick and then immediately close it. I totally understand. I would do the same thing. But is it my time to do my intro?
It's your turn to do your
I think
intro.
it's my
That's why
time to do my
I wasn't
intro.
just like mentioning your face randomly. And let's go to Boots.
Honestly, you could have. Hi,
If you want to do an
everyone.
intro.
You may or may not know who I am anymore because I have not been on social media for a few weeks and have not made any videos in some time. Honestly, the burnout and life hit me hard, but you know what? I'm back and I'm better than ever because it's getting colder in the real world. And something about this cold, crisp temperature is revitalizing my love and passion for staying indoors and gaming. And I'm really a big fan of it. So I'm happy to be back. I have some plans this weekend to make some more Guild Wars 2 videos, so keep on the lookout for all that stuff.
Any previews?
I'm soloing Doom, CM. I'm gonna be on the top of the, you say leaderboards for adventurers, I leaderboard solo raid bosses. We are not the same. Actually, I could never do that. But
I do have a question though. You say it's getting crisp and cold outside.
Color,
yeah, like what
in
temperature is
LA.
that?
Yeah, what is that?
68.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna
You're
say.
welcome. You're welcome. But for me, it feels great on my skin. I gotta
Love
admit.
it. I love it. That's exciting.
So thank you for being here on the Lightbringers and taking a glimpse of my face.
What is
'Cause you
your
won't
channels?
regret it.
Do you have channels that become
I don't. I think it's
proof?
it's YouTube.com. My dad owns 80% of the stock, so just go to YouTube.com
That's a
and
long
you'll help me out.
URL.
YouTube.com, my dad owns-
YouTube.com/my dad owns 80% of the stock.
Someone's
Pretty
gonna
long,
make that
that's a
sound now.
pretty long URL, but you know, if you can work it out, you'll get some.
You know, I really wanted to fill a niche, and I thought that no one else was doing it. So
It's just my dad's like sharing my,
Yeah.
I don't know, like doing
Yeah.
random stocks and share streams.
you can find me at Kroof. Is anywhere, just type it in. I'll pop up.
Proof GW2. That's right. Okay, lovely job. Boots. Not one singular boot, but two of them with two T's. That's why I've got two T's, maybe.
Yeah. Do I also have the option to not do an intro?
Yes, you do.
Okay. See you later.
Excellent. Fornex.
Roll credits.
Tell us what you do. If you want you to do it, you do not have to do an intro if you do not want to.
There you go. Well done.
Fornex, have you made mine
Wow.
yet?
That is
Fornex, have you made
Fornex.
mine
I
yet?
actually have made a video this week, so
Fornex
please
has
go
made
and
a
watch
video.
it. It's
Is it
this-
Guild Wars 2? Oh, yeah. I saw a bit of it. It was very good. I haven't watched it all.
yeah, it's just this. So probably give it a miss. But anyway, yeah, that's what I've been doing this week.
No, don't give it a miss.
Give it a watch. Thank you. Also,
Yes.
as Kat pointed out, loving the new model. I think it's very good. I like
Yeah.
the face details and everything.
Thank you. I
think
had
there's
to
a
because my
story
hard
about
drive
that.
imploded.
I'm sorry.
And I lost
Oh.
everything. I lost all my production drives and all
I
my
thought it was a
digital
conscious
art.
choice for the month.
Well, the background
No,
probably
it's-
is. But like, that's about it.
That is. No, yeah. Fate blew up my drive, and I have. It's too soon, brah. It's too soon to talk about
no.
it.
I'm
You're like,
so
"This is sore spot."
sorry.
It's a forced costume
It's
change,
okay.
but you know,
Yep.
we'll
It's
talk
fine.
about it. We can talk. It's okay.
It's fine. It's
You're gonna
fine.
be okay.
Carry on.
You look great. You still look good.
Since you're remaking everything, could you also finally make you holding up your hand to my logo? So for my intros, I could just go, Fornex, do the thing.
You shouldn't have said that because I'll just
I
do
mean,
it.
Jesus. I could do that for everybody, to be honest. If they wanted
You'll be
to have a
holding
little
up my
Please,
box
yeah.
hand.
for everybody to say.
That might be random. Okay, that sounds good. I like it. Okay. Also, I'm Jebro, twitch.tv/JebroUnit. On a Friday, 1 p.m. Pacific, we do the Lightbringers Podcast. Hopefully, we get around to talking about Guild Wars 2 at some point in time. We will see, but we love talking to each other because we are enjoying each other's company to some degree. If you want to check out the YouTube channel, it's youtube.com/JebroUnit. You will see all the VOD episodes of this stream on there. You'll also find build videos, loads of random stuff. As well as on Spotify or your favorite podcasting service. Just type in the Lightbringers, you should find us. And if you do want to chuck a like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube channel, as well as popping a review on the sites or star rating or whatever on the podcast channel's place you find us, that would be muchly appreciated as well. Also, Extra Life for Kids is next Friday. We will have a special Lightbringers episode during the show. There will also be Rookery and Fornex doing a show as well. That can tell us about that as well, so you can check that out. But we're going to be raising money for kids. If you want to do, I've got my link in the channel right now. Someone's going to do the command. You can click on that. And this morning I had a very interesting meeting with all of my colleagues from my therapy practice, where they donated if I would wear my elf wig and hood in front of all of them, and I did, and I raised like $5.
Amazing.
So it was. They found out that they found my stream as well now, so they know everything about me.
Oh
so,
no. Oh
yeah,
jeez.
they could be here now. I'm scared, but it's gonna be fun.
Yikes.
Hey, I'm just
To
being
your
my
colleagues, I'm sorry you have to work with this man.
I'm genuine and authentic right out there now. Right there now, it's all there to be seen.
I'm mostly just bashful about the fact that Boots so quickly made a ball sack comment.
Yeah,
for
so
all of your
you may have had
coworkers.
some,
Oh,
some of my
right.
therapy
Yeah, I forgot
co-workers
about
watching
that
that.
one.
And probably not, because they probably don't
Did you
know
already
much
forget
about
about that golden nugget boots?
Is that what we're calling it?
That gem of
You've
a
already
comment?
given such a great first impression.
Yeah.
Or maybe being tame
Welcome to
for
the
a
stream.
reason.
We're all family here. We're all just real cozy with each other.
Rook, what's your show about on the... What time is it? Your show?
Oh, it's at 10 a.m. CT, which is 8 a.m.
Pacific.
PT. Yes.
And that is 3 p.m. GMT.
Yes.
11 p.m. AM. EST.
EST.
And what are we doing? What are we doing? Because you haven't told me yet. What are we doing? I'm
That's a good
excited to find out.
Oh,
Tell me.
Yeah. Lore stuff.
Oh,
a
something,
thing.
something law. Yeah.
I mean, you can
Something
both talk
about
about that for
It's
an
a
hour.
surprise.
And
Surprise.
You'll have to join
Oh, yeah.
in on the time for
That's
the
why. That's
surprise.
the setting point.
Yeah.
Because that's what the LightBringers is going to be like as well. Because we're going to be on 11 p.m. Pacific.
I know.
On the
I'm-
Guild of Sea
I'm-
channel, talking about something.
I'm actually devastated about this. I would love to be with everybody on the Lightbringers. And I unknowingly took the 10 a.m. slot without realizing that you had already secured the early hour slot. So, as it is, I have to sleep. So we'll just be spreading out the Lightbringers love. You know, we'll
Yes.
just spread it out
Yes.
over a
Yes.
couple slots.
Yes. Maybe what I should do is just do an extra live thing with Link in future for the Lightbringers. That might actually be something we could do. Do a separate one. Okay. All right. Well, excellent. The music's run out. The music's run out, so we got to start the podcast now.
I guess so.
Fine.
We might as well do that. Oh, I realized that the cams might be a bit messed up when I do this. First of all, so I'm gonna just double check that. Yes, everything is messed up, so I'm just gonna quickly do that. We had a studio update, everyone. Oh yes.
Oh.
Quick, kill some time while I fix this because I forgot. Are you excited for all the things that are to come? You don't have to say specifics, but what is it like? Did we expect to be as hyped as we are, or?
You know what I'm excited about?
Yeah.
What are you excited about, Crew?
Pigeon
Thank you
racing?
for asking. I am really excited about the new map that we're going to, Nios. We do
Oh,
have
yeah.
2 screenshots that kind of evoke the geography and the design of Nios, and it looks nothing like what I would have imagined in terms of the color palette that they've shown us. It's very pale
Wait, you've
with
seen it?
red.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, there's some screenshots, and it's bringing that sense of newness to the expansion. Not that nothing in the expansion was new. There are major, gorgeous assets used in places like Omnitas, but this just is giving me that demonic vibe that I'm like, I saw that and I was like, instantly hooked. I want to go there. I want to go to there. So
There is
I-
It's
that.
not just
I
Nios.
think we've had a story teaser as well in one of the images. Yeah,
Well,
a
should we-
really quite huge one.
Should we
yeah.
go through Should we go through it and then you can tell us as we go? What do you reckon? Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna read it. It's
I'm
not
going to
the
link you the
longest thing.
picture. I'm going to link you the picture.
Link me
Okay,
the
link
picture.
it. Link it. Okay, who wants to read it? Because I would like to read it.
I
this week.
want to read it.
No, Google. What are you talking about? No, I was not talking
My
to you.
name's Boots.
No, that
Not Boots.
that was Boots, not Google. So
My phone started giving me loads of info. I could probably get Google to do it. I mean, if you want.
yeah, you know what? Best to have Google do it. Boots would just definitely
That's
watch
true.
it. So
I can't read, so
no, I'm kidding. Boots, go. You do it. Take it away.
yeah.
Studio update. Guild Wars 2 in autumn and winter 2023.
You do not need to shout. Or
do do do
pretend.
do do do. It's like one of those old timey.
Greetings, Tyrians!
No. Please don't
My
shout.
eardrums.
That's annoying.
Okay, wait. I'm
We have
gonna
many
reduce the
viewers that
volume
listen.
on my mic.
Only.
We'll get.
Can you
real
still hear me?
cozy.
Because I reduced the volume on my mic.
You're good.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
alright.
positioned really well. It's nice and crisp.
Greetings, Tyrians. The launch of Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure has filled the skies of Tyria with sky scales. Halloween is in full swing, and we're back with another update on all things Guild Wars 2. Going through the veil.
Okay.
Through the Veil. The first of 3 major updates to Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure is coming on November 7th. As you may remember from previous update blogs and our expansion announcement, anyone who owns Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure will have full and permanent access to all new expansion content.
Nice.
In Through the Veil, 3 new story chapters will pick up where the launch story concluded and continue the adventures as you take up the first brave steps into a new world, Nyos, the realm of dreams. If you haven't gotten a chance to play yet, you've got about 2 weeks to get caught up and on the story so far and get ready for the next installment. For folks who have already played the launch story or want a glimpse of it, we've put together a little refresher on some of the key moments that have led to our situation at the start of Through the Veil.
Okay, we're going to play that. Let me just pop that up, and audio as well would be helpful. 4K, lovely. Let's go.
I don't think I watched this.
I haven't watched it either.
Yeah. Don't blink. You'll miss it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well,
Super descriptive.
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot
there
of
was a lot of
detail.
people doing this. Like, and that's pretty much it. I was expecting, I was like really excited. I was like, it's only 35 seconds. How are they gonna like refresh us within 35 seconds?
Yeah.
And it's actually only like 16 seconds long. Actually, it's less than that because I think there's the opening screen. Oh no, it says previously, and then you've got. So it's a total of like 13 seconds, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
The
not
most-
like. Oh, I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
I was going to say
Oh.
the most amazing 13 seconds of my life. But
Oh my gosh. I mean,
there's only been one other time that's been
Oh,
the case.
sweetie, that's so sad. That's so sad. Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
there have definitely been better recaps. It doesn't really give you any information, but it at least shows you some visuals, so that's fine. And I
Gives
mean,
you no
honestly,
information.
it's been fresh enough that like personally I don't think they need to do a whole recap. You know what I mean? It literally just came out not too long ago. Hopefully people remember generally what happened in the story or may even be replaying stuff. So it's fine. They didn't need to do anything wildly fancy for this. I did see the question in the chat though, is this going to cost me $24? So no, at the end of that little tidbit where it says like standard $24.99 or whatever, just a reminder to everybody that that's literally just the cost of the expansion. So if you've like purchased the expansion, this is part of that release cadence that will all of that, you know, your $25 or whatever equivalent will be giving you all the content over the course of this entire year to next year. So this is just the next portion of the story. And honestly, I am really excited. I feel like this is a good cadence for it. Like I'm right at the point where right now I'm kind of going, yeah, I want to see what's next. And they left it on such a good kind of pseudo cliffhanger where we know we have this really cool big thing. And like you were talking about, Kroof being excited about actually stepping into the realm of Nyos. And it doesn't feel like I have been dying, you know, in a content drought in the desert for ages, because we really have had a lot that dropped initially, and we've had, you know, even the holiday and everything else that's been going on. So I feel like this is right on point for me. I don't know about everybody else, but this is like right when I really am kind of going, oh, I really would like to have that next chapter.
Yeah, I think this is a great cadence if they can keep this up.
Quarterly.
Should I tell you what is cool as well? That they've still got, because that's the case, and you can just kind of jump in over the year. It's not a pre-purchase. It's like this Ultimate Edition is just going to be going. This continues on. Have the other Ultimate Editions could you continue to buy the Ultimate Editions when it had come out?
Yeah,
I
you
can't
can always
remember.
upgrade.
You can always upgrade. Okay, yeah. I was thinking maybe I got the wrong end of the stick there. I actually didn't know that. Yes. So this actually might be what Fornax was talking about.
I don't know who that is.
It is this image is like, I could spend hours on this image as just someone who is like, I love this stuff. Is this the image you were
I
talking
link
about?
it in the chat. Yeah, I linked it in the chat for this, literally the live cast chat at the top right. If you see that, it's a huge image.
Are we trying to say here that she's going to turn evil?
I mean,
No.
we don't even know if she's not evil right now, do we? Technically.
Oh, she's
Okay,
got
so
duality.
Yeah.
Potential spoilers. So, Naos is the realm of dreams. It's actually to do with Greek mythology. There's a lot of calls back to Homer, especially in the naming of the new Kryptos-inspired armor, which literally is the name that Homer used for the personification of dreams. From I think it's from the Iliad. And my speculation, based on that image and just the Stranger Thingsness of the realm, and the fact that it looks very Echo Vale Forest, Kurzik inspired, is that it probably is very Echo Vale Forest, Kurzik inspired, because it's a realm of dreams. So the dreams reflect the thoughts and feelings and cultures and histories and imagination of the mist realms greater, and the corruption is from Eparch. So on one side we see the corruption of Eparch, all the red, all the darkness, and on the other side, it's not horrible. It's trees, it's vines now. It's different. It's more ethereal. It's more dreams. It's more a Midsummer Night's Dream rather than this kind of monstrous nightmare.
I have a question then.
And I think that's what we're going to do to that's what we're going to do to Naos. We're going to change it.
I know who would like Eparch.
Is that what the Realm of Dream was like on the left, and then Eparch came? Were they born in the Thing of Dreams, or did they go and take it over? Because it looks like it was taken over by him then. I don't know anything about this. That was my assumption, I guess.
We do know that he came in and established this hierarchy, and that it like decidedly changed the realm.
Okay.
And that things like these rankings and other stuff that he has established in the realm were his influence, right? So I totally agree with Fornax. I 100% think that that's the dichotomy that this artwork is sort of conveying to us, and is likely also why she might even be interested in working with us, right? Because if you get rid of him, then theoretically the realm returns to something more organically its own.
Perhaps. Interesting.
And the realm of
And
dreams should
instead
not
of
be
a dark
confused
lord,
with...
you'll have a dark mistress. The whole Lord of the Rings moment with Galadriel, where she takes up the ring and she becomes the bad guy. Maybe that would be awesome. Anyway, sorry.
And so the realm of dreams should not be confused with the dream, and what Eparch is turning it into should not be confused with the Nightmare Court, I suppose.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Okay.
There is that comparison. That's a good point, actually. Okay, cool. Love it. Yeah. Okay. I think that brings ideas into my head about the maps and stuff, and if like maybe events are going to be about corruption and finding it back and stuff like that. And it kind of reminds me again of Rift, which is like, I'm just like, the corruption of all this different stuff comes along and you can push it back. Okay. Any other thoughts about that? Is pretty cool. That's probably the best thing about the video, isn't it?
Probably.
Just because it's new information.
It's a great image.
She does look a little bit Sylvari-y.
And having Peitha as like the central piece, the subject of the art, and the duality, because she already is this like enigmatic character where we don't really know if she's good or bad. So I wonder if like she'll have to tap into that darker nightmare element in order to kind of fight fire with fire against Eparch.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been so curious as well about like the different sorry, I wanted to say demons, but then in my head I was like, that's incorrect. The Kryptos, like they all have such a strong preference, or the way they talk about emotions that they intake, right? I can't help but wonder if like they only feed on the negative, or if there is a sense where, as we kind of see Peitha like experiencing things along with us, if there is almost more of the reflection or possibility that like other emotions coming into that realm, or other influences on the Kryptos besides just those kind of darker emotions, may also shift or change them even outside of Eparch's influence, right? It could very well be that Peitha and the Kryptos themselves are, depending on what their actual origins are in this realm and what kind of beings they are and what sort of lore they give them on a greater scale, it could be that they are affected by the dreams or the emotions of the dreamers in a very similar way to the actual landscape itself. But Pathos seems to have her own will outside of just whatever Eparch has inflicted upon the realm. So there still seems to be some kind of sense of agency. Either way, I'm going to marry her, and I love her. So evil or not, we all have our two sides.
Yeah, that's right. If you don't love me at my red side of the screen, then you can't have me at my white side of the screen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We all have a shadow self. That is for sure.
I will say that at the end of the of Soto, of the first story arc, as we ally ourselves proper with Paitha rather than her squatting in our consciousness and fucking puppeteering us, which I do not like, do not appreciate. Huge flag, huge red flag, don't like that, bad girl. She does say in the presence of Isgaran that she is refreshed by his presence just by the emotions that he's emitting. So I think what's happened is, in the story we find out that Eparch was actually in communication, in consort with the Wizard's Court and the Astral Ward. He wanted to join. He wanted to ascend to be a wizard, and join that court, the position that Zojia is probably going to take. He was rebuked, and I think this whole war between the Cryptus and the Cryptus invasions was born that day, when Isgaran cast him out, and this is all a long revenge. And now, do I think that he was already consuming the realm of demons and horrific? Probably. But Isgaran he's shown himself to ally with monsters because he's allied with Asat, who literally wiped out his species. So there are lines he will cross in order to protect Tyria. But yeah, I think the whole thing kicked off with that.
I have a question because I missed the last episode where you finished off the story. There was a line that happened in the story that I wanted to ask you about, and it was when Isgaran says, "I don't meddle with the affairs of other worlds or other states."
Yeah.
What do you think about that line?
Is he? Will he?
He was being particularly politic at that moment because she literally just told him that Eparch was basically going to eat every demon, and he's like, "That's very sad to hear.
Yeah.
And you have my condolences, but that seems like a you problem." And the only reason that we agreed to help was because she's like, "Well, darling, you might be next on the menu."
Yeah, but I don't meddle with the affairs of other realms, except I do kill everything that comes into our realm from that realm.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like once you cross this boundary, it's over.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got boundaries,
I am technically at war with this realm, but I won't meddle with their politics.
Yeah.
I mean, it's technically like a Tyrion stand your ground law, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Which is terrifying, but yeah. Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, moving on.
Do you have any more questions, mates? Or?
No, that's good for now.
Okay.
For now.
Okay, good to know.
Please continue.
Okay.
I'm here all week, darling. I'm here all week. Yeah.
In addition to the new story chapters and the opening of the third map, the Cosmic Observatory Strike Mission Challenge Mode and Onerous Spun Armor set will also be released on November 7th. In fact, to make it simple, here's a chart that we shared at launch that shows our plans for each of the I don't remember seeing this chart at launch.
Yeah, then here's the chart at launch.
I know there was a chart at launch, but it didn't look like this.
I can't.
They've
I need to try and
updated it more specifically with certain names.
Because I specifically don't remember the fact that, and it's clearly a fact, that there are 3 releases after launch.
Yeah.
I thought it was always 2 releases, but I guess I was wrong.
2 releases for EOD because of their timeline. 3 releases for every expansion after.
Yeah, it's quarterly.
No, but I thought it was 3 releases total and not 4 releases total.
No.
Okay.
It's expansion and then 3 releases.
I guess you could say the expansion is a release, so you're kind of right.
Well, that's it. I didn't know that, and now I know.
Then it would be 4 releases.
Yeah, so quarterly releases. quarterly.
I'm so sorry, Kroof. How many is it total? How many
Could be four.
number?
Maybe?
I think it's 7. I don't know. I still forget the math.
7. You didn't even go one up, one down. Shit.
On a scale of 1 to 4, how many releases are there?
21.
Okay.
Depends if you got 13 seconds or not, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, we're not counting those little bug fix-it patches where it's like fix the server crash? Oh. So
No.
maybe a little less. Maybe a little less.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah.
Somewhere around between 7 to 24, but maybe 4, but definitely not 3. Am I getting that right?
I think that's correct.
Okay, great.
And it, has a nice little summary of November 7th. We're getting more story, and the new map, I guess, is being called Inner Nios.
Inner Naos, so it's like the belly button of Naos.
Which means, maybe when they start to expand out, if we ever go back, maybe we'll get to experience Outer Nios. But the fact that, it's like centralized. Observatory
Well,
challenge?
it's probably like there's a big Inner Nao city, and then everything else is just kind of like the boonies.
Could be.
Yeah. So nobody really wants. It's a flyover Nios.
There's more
The other
masteries
parts.
as well. That's nice.
Inner Nios Masteries, Wizard's Vault Refresh, the new armor, additional expansion relics, which they showed off today, I believe, on the Balance stream, and Convergences with legendary enemies.
I'm calling Convergences.
Oh yeah, that we got to talk about.
Yeah.
We will definitely get that.
And
I read the Convergences section, Boots.
We did mention the Cosmic Observatory Challenge mode. Yeah, that's also coming with that.
Yes.
You get the CM. Yeah.
And then you got the Temple Fee, and then you got the Fractal with challenge mode as well. New Fractal. Is it Fractal? Yeah, new Fractal, right? Oh, yeah, I forgot about
That'll
that.
be the later updates.
Yeah, that'll be in the update to
Yeah.
2024.
And then update 2 is also a new weapon proficiency for each profession, but we're getting that beta as well soon, which we'll get to. Yeah, let's get
But
to
yeah,
other
the fact
stuff, I
the
guess.
fact that these are quarterly, and now it's in my mind as yes, they are quarterly. That like more solidifies that these are going to be coming out pretty regularly every year.
That's been the idea, yeah.
I know, but we had a huge debate of whether or not it's going to be
Yeah.
exactly a year each time, and then we didn't know because we didn't know exactly how many expansion updates there were going to be. Sometimes 3, maybe sometimes 4.
I mean,
we
I
didn't
think
know.
We all know, but yeah.
I give them grace of 1 to 2 months. Things could change or
Someone go
sometimes
back.
waver.
Someone go back in previous episodes. We had this conversation.
We did.
We did.
And now, should we talk about Convergences?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, I gotta finish this
We
off.
gotta finish the thing first.
Okay.
Yeah, eagle-eyed observers will notice that there's only one real change from last time, and we moved up some items. We previously thought we'd need to add a few additional maps to the rift hunting rotation with each new release, but we were able to include 6 new maps to the rotation with the September 26th build. And in addition, an additional 6 will be implemented with the Through the Veil, completing the rift hunting map rotation.
I did not even know that was a thing. I didn't know they rotated
Yeah.
through different maps. Huh.
Each week is a new selection of 3 maps. They originally had no Heart of Thorns maps added to that, but then they've introduced Verdant Brink and Tangled Depths.
Oh, that's cool.
And, new Central Tyria areas that are being invaded. So it changes every week. And there's
that
actually a meta achievement to do all 3 tiers on all the maps, and you'll get achievement points and a title.
Ooh.
Interesting. I did not know about that. Okay. All right. Fair play. That's cool. Okay. Convergences.
Speaking of rifts,
Yeah, let's go.
Convergences. Get ready, Rift Hunters. We're excited to take demon hunting to a whole new level with Convergences, which are public or squad-based forays into enemy
Oh,
territory.
this is like
The
an
new story-
advertisement, like some kind of trailer for it. You're like,
I'm practicing.
Yeah,
He's doing a
I'm
promo.
I
practicing.
love it.
If they
Sorry.
ever give me an email and say, hey, we need some narration, I gotcha. The news story will introduce you to the concept of convergences and unlock the associated Inner Nios mastery track. Together with fellow Rift Hunters, you'll open up a portal into the home realm of the Cryptus, where you'll need to have your weapons at the ready and your wits about you. There are no waypoints in this hostile territory you'll strike into. It'll take coordination between players to keep yourselves and your allies alive long enough to complete your objectives and take out the legendary Cryptus lurking in each convergence. The public version of Convergences operates on a timer, while squads can open Convergences on demand with unstable Cryptus motivations acquired from Tier 2 and Tier 3 bounties. You can also earn an unstable Cryptus motivation each week by participating in a convergence.
Interesting.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, doesn't it?
That does sound. This sounds like. Yeah, this sounds like rifts. That what I wanted kind of rift
there you
structure
go.
to
Someone
do.
else
Yeah.
said it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
But it's its own instance though, right? Well.
Yeah, there's a rift, things come out, you kill them, but now we get to go in the rift, and then they'll kill us.
I
Well,
like that they're
hopefully
at
not.
least in the way that they're framing it, right? And we'll see how it actually like pans out and what the difficulty tuning is like and all that kind of stuff. But the way that they are at least framing this, I really like the concept because I remember when, going back a little bit in ESO when they released Jeb, the one that takes you back into Oblivion. Which one was that again?
Well, the recent
Like
one.
No, it was like the one where it's like from Oblivion where you go back to the
Mehrunes
plane.
Dagon and stuff.
Yes, Mehrunes Dagon. Yes.
Yeah.
And when they were kind of like initially framing that for players, they were talking about how there would be like these portals and you and your group could like go in and like push your way towards this tower and you'd like spawn at different areas and you'd all have to like try and fight your way through. And then when I actually like went into it in ESO, I was just like,
No, it's just not
this is
that.
it? Like, it's just like,
Oblivion. Yeah.
it's just like you go in and there's like nothing interesting. But I actually really like this concept. The idea that there's like no waypoints, that you and this group have to prepare. You go in and like this again, I think is them kind of addressing additional or creative ways to have some kind of like instanced group content that isn't just like specifically a raid or isn't specifically just strike missions and depending on how this pans out, I like the concept. It sounds exciting. It sounds interesting. And the idea of like actually having something where our group could get together and we could like go in and try to see like, how much we can master this and how, proficient we can become at it and whether or not we can keep everybody alive. It actually gets my brain going. So I'm hoping it is well executed,
Yeah, it sounds like the way they describe it, it sounds like you might get like a stacking debuff or a stacking damage thing going on you, that the longer you stay there, the harder it is to survive. And it sounds like it could be, if they make it truly hostile territory that you're delving into, that sounds like it could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm also very excited about the idea of no waypoints. I think over the years, open world gameplay has expanded so players can play those support roles and feel rewarded for doing so, and it's a little bit more easy and a bit more impactful. But being put in a situation where you have no other means of respawning without you just staying alive via healing barrier, having proper boon uptime, knowing when to dodge yourself. I think that this is going to be a really fun addition to quote unquote open world playstyles. But that isn't just like Dragonstorm or doing another open world meta. This is a little bit more like you are intentionally going into that with that level of difficulty understood. Now, it doesn't mean that you won't be able to just start to revive downed allies, because this isn't, I mean, they might restrict
if you're sometimes when
rezzing.
you're in combat, you can't res.
Specifically in like instances like strike missions and raids, but this might still have that open world functionality where you'll just have a very slow resurrection speed. I think that would be okay, because it would still mean that you have to dedicate yourself to that longer res if there are a lot of enemies around and you're always kind of in combat. So I'm very interested to see the setting of these, how it visually looks, and also how it feels to play through these.
Yeah, but just like the rifts as they are now, it would be good if there was a decent amount of variability to them, if hopefully. Because I mean, this is one more layer onto the rifts, so it is already adding a good deal of variability to the rift system itself. But it's possible that people might just get bored of it if it's just the same thing over and
I
over
think it's
again.
gonna be difficult as well.
Yeah, that's the thing, because it's
I
like
hope.
we talk about no waypoints, but then you kind of look at the difficulty of general large group content and how usually it's not on a technicality level this like super difficult. Sometimes you'll get caught off by a random meteor and you'll die or whatever, but usually it's fairly approachable. So I have a feeling it's going to be approachable because this is 50 player, upwards of 50 player content.
I think it's got a Dragonstorm vibe, hasn't it? That kind of you have a
this
time
is gonna
event,
be
you
a
have a
big-
squad event.
Is there an
Yeah.
indication that it will be like such a? I mean, I guess so. Because if you think
It's
about
on a
the other
timer.
one, yeah. So like,
Yeah.
like LA. How big are the LA instances? Are they
Those are up to
25?
50.
They're up to
Those are up to 50. So Dragonstorm, Battle for Lion's Arch, the Marionette, those are 50-player instances.
What about like
this is going
Labyrinth
to be
as well? Labyrinth is like 25. Could be that.
the tower.
The Labyrinth
Or the
for
Labyrinth?
Halloween. Like, you know, that
Oh.
kind of style. Because that's got waypoints, but just at the beginning. I'm wondering if it's going to be a size like that.
I think this is going to be kind of
Small.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
this is going to be like a huge world versus world map. I
No.
do hope.
I feel like
that-
it's going to be an arena. I feel it's
Yeah.
more like it's
You
going to be
think so?
more like the Temple of Phoebe
Yeah.
rather than a sprawling map.
Yeah, maybe the
Why would they
size
say there's
of...
no waypoints? Is it like if everyone dies, that Convergence dies, and then you're done and you can't go back? Or...
I think if you die, you die in real life. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you die.
you
IRL.
gotta connect your heart up to your computer. It's a
We
little
have a
bit of a
sword
tricky
art kind of
process.
situation
It's
happening.
based off those meter things, and you just get a shock. Yeah, right. Got you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, my assumption would be that
going dark
essentially it
bringers here.
means. Yes, my assumption would be that it means that like, yeah, you can't just endlessly try to like go in, continue it, and it's just on like a timer or something, right? My guess is that I don't personally interpret that as like no waypoints, meaning that it's going to be some like really big sprawling map, but I mean. There might be parts of it sort of thing where like sure like you push deeper and deeper in, or maybe you eventually hit an arena, but I kind of agree with everybody in that I sort of get the impression that it mostly just means that like you can't waypoint back in after you've died kind of thing. So yeah, if everybody
right.
dies, then it's done and you got to go
Yeah.
try and find another rift sort of deal.
I would like that.
I think
But
that's what
I-
it's going to be.
What I do wonder is how it kicks you out. I guess it'll only kick you out on a timer.
I would appreciate a
don't.
timer just so if there are like a designated 10 like a squad of 10 players who are dedicated supports, so they can kind of fulfill that role of maintaining downstate reses and then fully dead reses. I think a timer would be nice. Like you got 2 minutes to like fully res a dead ally. But
Yeah.
it might go to such lengths of just immediately kicking you out if you die.
I wonder if
There
revive
could be some
orbs.
gating, like, on-
Wait, revive orbs. Meta. Revive orbs meta.
The new meta.
Like,
New meta for
Oh
convergences.
my gosh.
I mean,
Hey,
think
you can
about
get them
it.
in the Wizard's Vault. Maybe
I
they're
was
going to be a
gonna
little bit more
say.
You
interesting.
can. I mean, it
I
makes
was gonna
sense.
say.
Revive orbs will be a thing.
They could be more of a resource that you need to stock up on now. I mean, if that's something that you can use or that plays a role.
Could be interesting.
mean,
Sorry.
There could
do
be some
hope.
gating content in terms of like if you think about Dragon Stand, if you don't correctly do the mechanics of the trees and the tree bosses, then you can't get to the final boss, and that might be there might be more of a kind of a gating in terms of like having to know the mechanics, which is fine. It's an instance. I love big raids. I cut my teeth in Molten Core in World of Warcraft with 40-man raids. So this is boomer gaming for me. So I'm happy. That's
Aw,
I'm very
Boomer
excited
Gaming
for
is
this
best
style.
gaming.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it is
Actually-
on a timer, but you can also choose to open these continuously if you are in a dedicated group.
Nice.
So you have that flexibility if you happen to all die,
just
and you can
farm
go
it.
in.
Yeah, with stuff you get from tier 2 and tier 3 abilities.
You
Yeah.
can only get one of the thingamajigs per week.
New
right?
guild mission,
Oh.
Convergence, that would be lit.
I think
That'd
so.
be great.
They really need
Once
to
per
update
week.
that.
They do. It would be like that would be such a cool feature to put in. I honestly
Yeah,
like
it
it'd be
would.
really great.
Yeah.
So how big is Inner Nyos though? Because okay, so in the table it says Inner Nyos final map introduced.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next update is final map extended.
It's about 7
then-
miles, base, I think. Nice.
And then
7
after
miles.
that, it's final map completed. So this is the first time I think we're getting a map that's split into 3 parts, released in 3 waves.
no Jorah's Marshes.
I think
I think was that just 2?
Yeah,
Oh, just
no,
2.
that was
okay.
3.
that's
No,
that's third.
interesting.
Hang on. I thought it was 3. Am I thinking of the Ice Brood map? Then that has 3 specific parts that we unlocked. So you had
Right, that
the
was
starting area, you had the
I was
central
thinking-
bridge, and then you had the end boss encounter at the end of the castle type.
That was just
fortification.
2. That was
That was just 2.
Drizzlewood. Because it was a lower.
Yeah.
You
Drizzlewood,
stopped at the bridge, and then the next update was the rest. everything
Dry
up to the
top
bridge.
was 3.
Dry top was
Oh,
3. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that was a different era, though.
Wow, Boots. Wow.
We didn't even have maps
You're like,
back then.
I don't think we had maps that have 3.
We didn't
We
have
have a map that has
mounts back
3.
then.
Oh, but
It
that's
doesn't have to be that big.
different.
I like Dry Top. Dry Top was cool.
And it was like story. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that counts.
Hey Otter. Hey Han, how you doing? Sorry, carry on. Saying hello to them.
Anyway, I feel like it's gonna be pretty big.
Just going down the street for next. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi there. Hi.
Hi, Oda.
What needs to be in these convergences, though, are entirely unique demon enemies, legendary
Yes.
demon enemies, because
Yeah.
we have been facing the same demons for about 3-4 months now.
Well, they say
and
that
to have
there are
legendary- They're legendary, so they got to be a little bit more bespoke, a little bit more tailored to that
have to
that
have-
title.
At minimum, a purple star on their icon.
At least.
Oh, they will. I mean, they will be. I mean,
What makes you say that?
Because they're legendary.
Oh, right.
That would be the assumption.
Honestly, for me, the fact that the rifts have been so lackluster, it's a great idea, it's a great concept, and if they'd have actually brought over more of the kind of diversity of gameplay and boss avatars that we had in Heart of Thorns,
Yeah.
because in Path of Fire, because they had great bounties in Path of Fire. If they'd have just brought some of that, polish over to the rifts, I think I would have enjoyed them a lot more. More mechanics, diversity. But then again, really repetitive gameplay is not my bag.
I think
so.
the rifts. I'm really glad that there is more because because now it feels like they're just more of an intro into the system rather than just the end game end idea. So now it's like, which I think we were all hoping for, because we discussed about how we would like to see them. So I think now it's a good intro to people to be like, oh, this is a rift. Oh, but now you can do this thing where you can go into a convergence and you can invade their area and blah blah blah. That sounded weird. But
only it's on a timer. It doesn't tell what the timer's like though for non-guild started ones. So I don't know. Do you think this is once every 2 hours, like every other thing on the timer, or?
I thought it was when it starts. There's a timer on it.
No, it's the convergences are set up on a timer.
So you can't
The
just
public
go,
version, the public version of convergences operate on a timer, while squads can open convergences on demand with something that they get once a week.
Right. Sorry. Okay. Cool.
So you can only open
It'll
up
be-
once a week on demand. So if it's that rare, I wonder what the timer's like.
Hang on. It's
Not sure.
Dragonstorm. No, Dragonstorm runs every day, doesn't it?
2
It runs every
hours.
day.
Yeah, every 2
Every
hours.
2 hours.
Every 2 hours. I don't see why it wouldn't be like that.
I'm assuming it's every 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely shouldn't restrict it. I mean, the only reason they would restrict it, right, is because people just farm and stay in there all the time and not do anything else, which is what they don't like doing.
I wonder why they. Oh, but wait a second. Okay. So a squad could open these things. I was wondering why it was so. Only once a week you get one of these things that you could open yourself, but that's per person, I'm guessing. So it's not that rare. So 25 people could open 25 per week.
I was like,
That would kind of
why
suck.
is that an issue? And I was like, oh, you think probably the entire squad can only
No,
do it
Yeah.
once
it's
a week.
not that rare. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Something I didn't see on this update too. Sorry, my ADHD brain has just I saw a bird over there. The bird was in the form of the first legendary relic. The legendary relic, sorry, not the first. But coming up in the update too. I was like, oh, wait a minute, I might have a knock on my door. Give me a sec. Keep talking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Legendary relics will be coming in 2024.
I would like to talk about a comment in chat from Utugu. The first part of it is, are they the same cryptids or new ones? We don't know. Hopefully there are new ones.
Hopefully.
But the more important question was, do they also respawn in the Nios waypoints? Which is such a great thought, because when they invade our territory, when we die, we just respawn and come get them again. They should.
Oh.
And then when we invade their territory, they should respawn at the Nios waypoints and come back.
They have their own unique respawn point. You just see a bunch that keep popping down.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I do agree with everybody, right? That I think we're hoping there will be new cryptis, right?
Yes.
Like the first part of that question, because just like everyone was saying, I think what we have right now with the rifts, and I will go ahead and like advocate that even though they're pretty repetitive right now, and the scaling for like groups or large groups it leaves a little bit to be desired in regards to like how quickly you just like blast through them if you have like a really big party. Even so, I actually have found that rifts a few times have been something where when I was just saying to someone like, hey, you want to just goof around in Guild Wars 2? And they were like, but there's no metas on and whatever. Like we just went and we just did rifts, and literally it was and I say this in a positive way, it was like the most brainless thing. Like we were just, we were going around in circles, we were just chatting, we were just hanging out, like it took nothing from us. Like, and in a sense, I actually liked that because it took a lot of pressure off of us just to be able to run and do that and still be farming something. So I think it's a good base point, but like we were talking about, I think like to really make it interesting, it's something that they had to expand on. And hopefully we will get like more types and distinctive enemies, and there will be an actual reason to like do many of these and learn each of those different types as you like continually go in. Because otherwise, I think it's just going to be kind of like, okay, it'll be fine, but it won't be like that engaging.
And now that the lab farm is in game for Halloween, nobody has any reason to do rifts because you have the same kind of content in the lab farm.
True.
Yeah.
Except no essence.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
So, do you think that they will fold convergences into the story? So part of the narrative going forward is that we are recruiting cryptids to our side. So do you think that if these are legendary lieutenants of Epoch, so they're going to maybe look a bit Deimos, a bit Ceres-ish, we go in, we defeat them, but we don't kill them, and our act of defeating them pushes the story in inverted commas forward, whereby they come to our side, and then we're kind of adding to our ranks that way, perhaps. Or maybe that'll be a story instance that kind of mirrors the convergence. Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking we don't want to kill everybody, do we?
Well, you could summon cryptis. I was just like, imagine necros that you could just replace things with like cryptis summons. That would be sick. I would like that. I think are you talking about, like, in RTS games where real-time strategy games where you come across like a camp of allies potentially, and then you're able to suddenly control them. Can you imagine if that was a thing you could do? You could just they just followed you like NPCs
just
in the game.
Embody a cryptis.
I mean,
Necro transform could be fun.
Yeah, I think there's loads of stuff I could do.
I think from a story perspective, it would be nice to see that side, particularly from Paitha, where she wants to, instead of just killing them, kind of convert them back to a more tame version of their demonic state and not so power hungry and ravenous, such as Eparch. So I think that could be interesting. Maybe in story instances that would make more sense. I think in I mean, they could have a couple depending on, like, maybe you run into a few of the Cryptis lieutenants, and instead of like killing them, they have a different outcome, but you still have that victory over that convergence. Just spice it up, maybe. I'm not sure, but
loads of ideas and plans and ideas and things as we go forward. Let's nip over to the next part. We're kind of ready. We could always talk about this. I know. The world is a terrible, awful place, my love.
Is your cat yowling? Like, what's
if you're not watching the podcast, Jebro is talking to his cat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, shit. Sorry.
You have to stop her going on Twitter. I'm telling you right now, you have to stop her going on Twitter now.
She's very cute. Like she so I said that in front of a client recently. I was like, oh, the world's a horrible, terrible place and everything is bad. And we just laughed at her. It's just such a funny thing to say. Okay. It is
Wizards
exciting.
Vault refresh.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
All the things. Let's go.
Who wants to read this?
I got it.
Yeah.
Popcorn to
Here we
Rook.
go. Wizards Vault Refresh. Each major expansion release comes with a Wizards Vault Refresh. If you're just catching up with Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure, you can find more details on the Wizards Vault. Link here. New seasons bring a new series of special objectives to complete for Astral Acclaim, which will all carry over, and you can then spend that Astral Acclaim on an updated roster of rewards. The upcoming season of the Wizards Vault features an additional 3 unique armor pieces to complement the 3 pieces from the season that's about to end, a new infusion, a weapon set color variant, and more. And the rewards for the inaugural season aren't going away. This release will add a Legacy Rewards tab, where all the exclusive cosmetic rewards from previous seasons will remain available, although at a slightly higher cost due to being out of season.
Oh, okay. So the cosmetic rewards stay around, but the other
of the
rewards don't.
previous
So, like,
rewards, yeah.
if there's something, well, especially the legendary set, if you haven't gotten that yet, you should probably get that before.
That's going to stay there as well, but it's going to be more, yeah.
It's going to
Yeah.
cycle to 4 new ones, so get any of the 4 previous ones now.
Or just get the box, at least.
But you don't have to, if there's stuff that you still don't want from the Wizard Vault right now, you don't have to spend all your stuff because it carries over.
So they've just got a red version of the same weapons that came out last time.
Yeah. Wasn't the
Hey,
most
remember-
thrilled about that. I don't know.
They have, I mean,
Give or
the
take, right?
decision from launch to not allow you to dye your weapons
Yeah.
has proven to be fruitful.
So they can do it.
They said, let us continue.
There's a fresh
Same
new
skin,
set of
different color.
weapons.
Yeah.
That's what they did with all the Ascended weapons, right?
Is it auras as well? They look like red auras specifically as well, so that's not too bad, I guess. Still a bit.
Honestly, given the fact that there are other like very nice rewards in this, unique armor pieces, a new infusion, which like previously infusions were kind of one of those things where you either had to like really heavily rely on RNG or like, you know, run difficult content or like whatever it is. So I am willing to forgive the weapon set color variant, especially because there aren't dyeable weapons, and if you liked that cosmetic but you didn't have a color palette with like your character that worked with it, I'm like, that's fine, especially because they've put so many other things into it and you can still earn the previous season stuff. So.
It gives you something
And they're
more
not
to
introducing
collect.
they're not introducing the ability to dye weapons anytime soon. So you have, I mean, if
Well, they
people want a
won't be
different
doing
color
that.
weapon, they have to
They
get a
just-
different color weapon.
They just will not be doing that by the looks of things, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just not.
It's been 11 years.
Yeah.
But like,
It could be worse.
Yeah.
It could be World of Warcraft, and if you do like an epic, legendary, mythic plus something something, you get a slightly different color of the armor. So
oh really?
it could be worse. It could be worse. Yeah.
This is
It's
true.
not the way. I mean, the end of the day, it always gives something to purchase on the vault, and I know this is from like a smaller part of the community, I think, where like people are like, what do I spend my Astral Acclaim on? And it's like, well, you've got a whole ton of weapons to get now if you really want to. But yeah, it's not that bad. I think the infusion. I want to see the infusion. Is that what the I wonder. The infusion isn't in here in the shot.
No, I don't think it is.
No.
I was also looking for it. I actually
You're
missed,
wondering if it was the red guy?
I missed that there was an infusion in this, and that's
Maybe,
pretty
but I
big.
think that's just his skin. I mean, that's just a Silvari skin color, isn't it?
Yeah.
What
It
could
is.
it be then? Do you think? Like, what would it? Do you think it would be a color enhancement? Do you think it would be an aura? Do you think it would be like a? What would it be? Like, if you think about like, I wonder if it would be a Cryptus one because we're going to Nyos.
Yeah, you know, it'd be
not a-
great if it was a Cryptus one, and
Gives
what
you
it
an extra-
does
You get Deimos
gives you.
arms.
I was thinking, not the day. Oh my god.
Oh, you
bro.
were? Oh no! What
No, I
is-
was thinking of how some of the Cryptus
would
that
be
we
cool.
see are kind of disjointed. So what it does is it makes parts of your actual model invisible, so it looks like you're like
Oh.
a bunch of
Oh.
swinging limbs.
I would love some
you know?
stuff like that. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
I would love like
That would be
those,
weird.
those skins from ESO, and you can be like a full-on like zombie and stuff. Like I really want that stuff. That would be so.
That's a
cool.
good idea.
It'd be
I
interesting.
think something that is more aura based and has an animation to it is more exciting than just like, oh, you have a black purple outline.
Yeah.
It-
Those, yeah.
It could be like a bony one where like you have like bones shooting out of your body like the Cryptus do.
Yeah.
I could see that being a bit more of a tangible infusion.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think,
It
Yeah.
could
do you think it
match.
could be-
Oh,
Oh,
go
sorry,
ahead.
go on.
No,
I
you
was
go
going to
ahead.
say it could be. No, you go ahead, darling.
Okay, I'll go.
Proof, go.
I could it be the possession aura that we see?
Oh, that's an
Oh,
interesting
maybe.
thought.
Oh,
Wait,
you're
what do you
right.
mean? Possession aura?
There's
Like
like the
the-
cloudy face thing.
Mhm. When one of the characters is possessed in the story. could be it.
Oh, yeah,
I was-
that's a good idea.
I was
Oh, yeah,
thinking
no,
that
actually-
it might.
I was just gonna agree. Because it's not just a cloudy face; it has those like 6 eyes in front of your face,
Yeah.
right?
It has,
yeah,
it has
like
the
that.
it has the Abaddon hint. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Abaddon all
Mm.
along, probably, maybe, definitely confirmed here. Yes.
Abaddon.
Okay.
I could see it matching the gear sets too, because they've been doing this
Yeah,
kind
sure.
of like very specific, and they're introducing like more pieces now for this particular kind of cosmetic style. So maybe it has something to do with like bringing that whole look together. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
we can see all of it now. I mean, you can see all of it in the shot.
And there's a cape. Whoa.
Cape.
the cape
Oh, yeah.
is actually the coolest part. I like that.
It gives
This
me
is
very
very
Cormier
Sunsphere.
vibes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like
yeah,
mini
yeah.
wings.
Oh, maybe. Do you think it's also gonna be a glider?
Paragon.
Oh yeah, it
Oh,
might be.
ooh, a glider?
Maybe.
Oh,
Glider
we're not
should
getting
be
a new
good.
mount skin.
We got not for this
but
one,
we
it doesn't
could.
like.
A
Oh,
glider skin would be a
yeah.
nice if they like did mount glider.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm sad now. That would have been cool to have a new. I guess every single one would be like.
Hmm.
Oh well, no, that's right though. There's like the major thing in there. I guess is the infusion, right?
Yeah. Well, depending on what it
They
looks
have
like.
to put previews for infusions. They have to add
Yeah,
that
the
to
only
the
thing
game.
with
It is
infusion-
bonkers that they don't.
You have to attach it to an ascended item or like anything that has a open socket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, the good news
And
is
there isn't like a.
that they sell ascended weapons in the war.
That's true. It's true.
I don't get.
There isn't
those.
like a unique cosmetic tab where you can just store all your infusions.
I probably should get some of those. I guess. Anyway,
So,
I think-
weapons,
Yes.
skills, and balance.
who wants to go for that?
We cycle back to boots.
All right.
Unless Fornax, you want to do it?
I can answer for them.
Nah.
No.
What about?
Yeah.
All right. Weapons, skills, and
I'm
balance.
pretty confident.
As you have already read in the table above, 6 additional expansion relics will be available starting November 7th, so that's soon. By the way, is anybody else disappointed that we didn't get a Mad King relic during the Mad King events?
Nope.
Not
It would
really.
have been cool if they'd added that as like a new reward or something.
Yeah, I miss the Mad King runes. I do.
Wow, Crave.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
I have no stakes in this conversation. I just felt like doing that.
I remember Boots loves
all the
those.
birds. The birds. We'll continue to expand the build options available to players through additional relics, with the other 2 updates to follow. Not long after the release of Through the Veil, you can look forward to a skills and balance update on November 28th. We'll be sharing a preview of those changes, plus the new relics we just mentioned, this Friday, October 27th. That was today.
That's today.
On our Twitch channel. That was just a little while ago. As always, we appreciate your feedback beforehand, and we'll be watching carefully when the changes ship so that we can see how things evolve. Speaking of November 28th, this is also an important day because you'll get your first chance to try out a new weapon of your favorite profession. While this Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure feature will launch during our second major expansion in early 2024, we're giving all players a chance to demo the expanded weapon proficiencies early to test them and provide feedback. This beta event will run from the time our November 28th build goes live, around 9 a.m. Pacific time, until 10 p.m. Pacific time on December 23. So that is, what, like a long weekend?
It's the 3rd of December.
Did I say 23?
You did.
Damn. I was hopeful.
I had like 4 weeks, 3 weeks there.
It's a long
I
time.
think that was hopeful.
It's a good beta. It's a good beta length. It's a good beta length. We'll start sharing more information about each profession's new weapon proficiency shortly after the release of Through the Veil.
This also kind of gives us a bit of a time frame, right? Because we know that, I mean, they told us that this would like generally be the time with that like chart, right? But because they mentioned that the actual like full release of this will be happening in the second major expansion update early 2024, but like here we have this like December 3rd end on this. So I guess if we see stuff coming in like right at the start of January for the next one, but they'll have already wrapped this up before that, everybody can get a bit of a sense of it, and then we'll just have a little bit to wait until.
We also now have a time. We know how many shows we need to get on the other previews done, on the other weapons, which we haven't done. I just didn't want to do them back, like really together, because it's a very it's a smaller crowd that we have of our community that probably watched that. But like,
That was a bad decision.
we've got like, how many have we got left? Wait, what was the bad decision?
Not doing them back to back.
Oh, you think so? I don't know. I think it was.
No,
I think
it's fine.
Okay, it's nice to have a break. Yeah, we might do one next week actually. Oh, I don't know. Actually, maybe we'll see. Could be fun. We don't have long. Actually, how many weapons have we got left to do? We've only got like 3 weapons.
Only 3 more.
We've only got 3 more to do. Oh, we can just do it. We don't have to do it next week. Next week we could do. Actually, we could do a cheeky pre-LightBringers extra live stream. I mean, you know, we could actually do that. Technically, I guess.
No.
No, you just want to talk about the game.
No.
Oh, fine.
I'm like, I already got to prep for 11 p.m.
I would. Okay. What you don't want to do a day show? Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, we're going to be doing a
We're
show
gonna have
in
a
the
night
evening.
show.
Yeah, it's only an hour though.
Oh, fight
And
for the
a lot
day
can
show.
happen within an hour.
With you, that's true.
And it stretches
is
out
true.
to 3 hours.
You
I
know,
mean,
we'll see. We'll see how it all
3
shakes
hours,
out, right?
That's easy. like that's easy. We've had like 4.5 to 5 hour shows.
Those have happened, yes.
How did we do
but
that? Oh god. Anyway.
yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's a whole lot to talk about in this section. We all know that like
no, there isn't.
it's coming, it's happening. This is going to be a thing that you'll get to test, and it's something that folks have been looking forward to. So if you haven't watched that, live stream that they did, you can go to check that out and see if you can get a little bit more of a peek about some of the stuff that looking at with the skills and balances and all that kind of stuff.
Some of the changes
one thing I will
were
point out,
wild.
yeah, some of the changes were kind of wild. One of them, I don't know how well it'll work, but one of them looked like perhaps fans of Mesmer who always wanted to do some healing might be happy.
Ooh.
We'll see.
That
We'll
was
see.
big.
I don't know.
That was huge.
Speaking of which, as I just remembered, if you don't have time to watch the live stream, they actually did put a post out, right, about it. They have the let's see, skills and balance update preview. So I'm not sure like how much they reiterated from the live stream versus this and stuff like that, but there is some information there too. So
Yeah, if you want all the details
Alright,
of
go check it out.
gameplay, definitely the stream will cover you that. That is, unless they've put video in the notes, and that's
Well, you
a
could
new
always-
thing.
no.
No,
I
you
see
could always
I see a
watch.
note
Oh, wow.
in chat that Ranger Pets got buffed.
True.
Oh,
True. All the ranger pets got a little. Well, not all of them, but I think a lot of them got a little tweak. The hyena one looks a little fun. The hyena used to
as long as they didn't in
summon.
PvP, that's fine.
The hyena's ability was to summon one hyena every 45 seconds or something like that, like as an extra hyena for fun. And now it summons, I think, 2 or 3 extra hyenas
What?
on a 30-second cooldown. So yeah, you could have a gang, a hyena
Is that
gang
what
to
group
go
of
around with you.
hyenas is called again? I thought that was.
Let's look it up.
Yeah, there you go. World versus world. Who wants to take this one?
Cackle.
A
It's a cackle.
Oh, I like that.
A cackle, that's good.
Yeah. Okay, we can do that. Who wants to take world versus world?
I got it.
Okay.
Unless anybody else wants to.
No, you're
Proof
good.
looks like you.
Or Griff.
It's okay, all
Do you
right.
want to do half and half? Do you want to do half and half?
Whatever
Or
works.
where there is still
I
the
mean, I
there's
can
still the
finish-
busiest
I'll do the
time
next
of year.
set.
Like,
One
Yeah.
I'll do
word
the
each.
next one.
Oh, look at
One
these
word
guys! Look at
each.
these lot. They're like all auditioning. Yeah, let's go.
One word.
Oh my god. Okay.
Do you want to can
World
you in,
versus
or-
World.
Okay.
We'll have another blog out with more detailed information on World vs. World in a few weeks, but here are some highlights for this quarter. In late January 2024, we'll be expanding the ways you can use your guild hall to create unique gameplay experiences with a guild hall arena update, including a selector to control which game mode rules your guild arena uses. This new feature will give you the ability to set your personal game mode in the guild hall, enabling the skills and balancing for the player versus player or world versus world game modes. In addition, we'll be introducing options to select teams outside of the confines of the guild arena, giving you access to the entire map so you can battle your friends.
That
We'll
sounds
also-
insane.
Yeah, should we like pause and talk about it?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
That I didn't actually read this section because I saw World versus World and I immediately skipped over it.
Oh my goodness.
But this is pretty
Brutal.
good because this isn't
This
just
is
World versus
amazing.
World. I don't know why it's here. It should be under a guild hall section.
Guild Hall section.
I'm
Guild
so
hall.
sad that I stuttered that G.
I'm not. You can start I'll let you excite. That's your excitement.
Guild hall
That's your
section.
excitement.
Ghost.
You're excited. That's fine.
It just
But that's
reminded me of
actually
the
huge.
it reminded me of the Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes, it's time to duel.
No,
Oh,
this
man.
is huge. This is actually super cool. Before we even started today, Fornex, you were talking about. Did you want to share a little bit about like why you were so hyped about this?
Well, I mean, so I've been hoping that they're going to be iterating on the guild hall for so long. It's such a unique feature. It was with the original game, so it's loved throughout the community. It means that for a lot of the time at the moment, it's just made for role playing and for people who like to decorate. But now we're getting functionality, and my little heart is hopeful that someday out of guild halls will spawn housing. But I think that them doing this will spawn a whole league of emergent gameplay and leagues building arenas and doing PvP competitions, and you can have guild versus guild in your hall. I think it's going to be amazing if they can sort out the server swapping issue that you have every time you jump into a guild hall and they're trying to like spawn new maps all the time. So if they can iron that out, it's going to be baller. If they can't, it's going to be a complete pain in the ass.
Did you say baller? Just
Baller,
then?
yeah.
Baller?
What are you
Baller.
doing?
It's the
Fornex?
American influence.
No.
I don't know.
Stop it. I'm living in America and I've never said baller before.
Bola.
I love
Look,
this for you,
fam.
Fornex.
No,
Thank you.
don't do it.
I'm evolving.
So I
no,
agree
don't devolve.
entirely.
I mean, evolve.
the amount of cool things that you could possibly do with this when it gets implemented are innumerable. You could make first of all, the arena is
Oh
kind of
god, we
small.
need
in all the
another
guild-
podcast.
the arena is kind of small in all the guild halls, so like guild versus guild doesn't really work in there because it's a little too small. It's a little, but yeah, and people
don't think
make
that would work?
racetracks for beetles all over the guild halls. Imagine if you had PvP racetracks, like you could. It's like half people roller beetling and people getting off the roller beetle to attack somebody in order to knock them off the course.
Oh my god, yeah, that's true.
Building straight up fortifications and fortresses.
It'd be like
Yes.
pod racing,
It would be like
pod racing in
actual
Star
pod
Wars.
racing,
Oh my
and then on
God,
top of
that's
that,
so
you
cool.
have the sky scales that have you could shoot the fireballs with the sky scales now and knock people off other sky scales because it hits them in midair. So you could have like gigantic aerial sky scale fights with like things to hide behind and like that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Challenge mode, jumping puzzles built in the guild where people are trying to knock you off. That would be
You can create your own
Yeah.
like King of the Hill where like someone is stationed at the very top of the jumping puzzle and you have to like fight each other. And whoever gets their
Oh my
first
God.
wins like a guild prize
Well,
or
yeah, because
something.
there was the Obsidian Sanctum that was kind of
Yeah.
fun like that for a while, but it went out of favor when nobody went in there
I feel
anymore.
like there's a LightBringers tournament series coming up with some.
We could totally
fun
do that.
stuff
And
coming
we
up.
could shoutcast it.
Yes, I could. Oh my gosh, I totally would. I'm sorry, I'm so distracted because your dog is being so cute right now.
Oh,
But
he's
Yeah.
so
I was gonna
cute.
say I could definitely shoutcast it as well. I've definitely done some good
You
ones
two can
too.
shoutcast
Commentating
it.
in
And
the
then
past.
Boots and I will just obliterate everyone.
I
Yes.
love this. I love
Fornex
this.
would be
Alliance.
the announcer of everything.
Oh wait.
Yes.
And Fornax,
Jeb
we're
and I
playing World versus
will-
World. Fornax, Boots and I, we're gonna have an alliance. It's like the Hunger
it.
Games.
Do it. Jebro and I will commentate the action. No,
It's like
I love this.
Hunger Games.
And honestly,
Oh my god.
this is such a cool feature. Like, I really wish that they had full on highlighted this, like we were saying, like in its own section, or that they had like put a lot of stuff about this, because expanding this functionality to the guild hall is like there's just so much you can do with it. Like you're
So
saying,
cool.
being able to enable it for the entire map, not just the arena, being able to switch between the PvP or world versus world sets, like, you know, because previously that wasn't something that you could do in the arena. Like they really just kind of like took this one thing that they could have fixed and then like expanded it out to become a whole new reason that you might want to have a guild hall with your guild, which is so impressive for it to just be like a little footnote in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the fact that you can decorate, the fact that you can use mounts, the fact that there's so much that you can get creative with within the confines of a guild hall, with then having PvP in there too that you can't in the other like PvP game modes. So this is really
all
cool.
potentially, like, right, because we don't know for sure that the way we have explained it is going to be the way it works, right?
Well, I hope it works the way they wrote it.
We have a good
because-
gist.
I have. Well, I mean, talking about
And-
mount, like, we just like you know.
Yeah, if it might set everyone
Well, because
into
the mouse stuff-
combat.
The mouse stuff does. I mean, like if you go into the arena right now with your sky scale, you can shoot each other with the sky scales
can.
and knock each other off and
Oh,
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, so
I
that
actually didn't know
Oh,
that.
perfect.
Did not.
Yeah.
Well, then, yeah. Then it will work. Like
And
that,
I think there
actually.
are like traps in the arena that you can set. I wonder, it'd be cool if you could also set those traps outside of the
I think
arena.
that's the idea,
and
isn't it?
like create an entire, like the guild hall is just one massive PvP and death trap.
Oh
So
my
like
God,
you can either
could do,
die
like,
by
an
environmental
obstacle-
factors.
Yeah, you could do an obstacle course.
Yeah.
And like do what is it that thing called where like people run it and they like, you know, they've
Gauntlet.
got the different like
Oh,
a gauntlet
yeah,
kind of
gauntlet.
thing. But what's the show called?
Oh,
Ninja Warrior?
Ninja
Oh,
Warrior.
American
Ninja
Ninja
Warrior Guild Wars 2. That would be sick. That would be
Yeah.
so good. And just have like oh that would be funny. And you'd have
Hide
to
and
use
go
your mount.
seek, but like PvP hide and go seek.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they did that.
You're gonna
with,
bring your hide and seek back boots.
They kind of did that with Halloween, didn't they? Where you do that and you would run around and try and hide from people, and you'd be joining the ghost gang and all that kind of fun stuff.
All this PvP shenanigans must be something that you sign up for, because sometimes you just want to go in the guild hall and get your resources, guys, without
Yeah.
getting murdered and trapped.
Oh yeah,
and
well,
beaten the
they're
shit out of
probably
and
gonna
dropped
be-
out of the sky.
Oh, no, it's going to be
Yeah,
more
just
rewarding
like-
now.
just like
When
the
you do that.
arena, I'm sure there is a button that you have to press to become part of a team.
You
Yeah,
must kill
I'd have
Craft
to.
to get your 10% extra World v World experience. Because they are in the bar guarding all of the stuff.
That could be really fun though. Like you can have dedicated guilds that are just, you know, you're always have unique layouts and you can pop in to
Yeah.
different ones. And you know, we have 4 guild halls now that you can like customize and do cool stuff with. So,
Yeah.
you know, might-
Deathmatch harvest. Yeah, you can only
Pretty much.
harvest in the guild hall at this day, and you must be the winner of all. Yeah, you know, I mean that could be a thing.
I mean, but building obstacle courses, it's a whole new, it gives a whole new lease of life to this content, because there's a load of stuff that you can craft, a load of stuff that drops from raids. So people have a reason to do it now. And there's so many little like systems in the game like this that have been orphaned. And I sincerely hope that this is like the start of like a refreshing of older content. Oh, I have inspired boots.
I just thought of
or is it
something
poutine?
else. So
Go
you
on.
know how we were calling for with End of Dragons, we were hoping that like the factions would kind of come back and you could have your own internal guild factions.
RP PvP.
Exactly.
Yes. Sign me up.
Wait, that actually kind of sounds fun.
I know.
Oh, there's loads of
Yeah, yeah.
ideas already coming out from 4 or 5 people. So imagine what like a bunch of people are going to come up with. Exciting times.
Smarter people than me. And
Oh,
us
you're
in general.
pretty
I
smart.
just said
You're
me
pretty
because you
smart.
guys are smarter than me.
You're pretty smart. I mean, you've got 2 boots and you've got 2 T's in your name. It makes total sense to me.
Yeah.
So who wants to take your carrying?
And there's more to World versus World.
There
yeah,
it is,
look at
the
that.
actual
With
world
Red.
versus world part of world versus world.
Thanks so much for that toss over, crew. We'll also be running another world
Don't
restructuring
toss it in here,
beta
please.
in early.
We're just ballers. We're just ballers.
We just ball in all day, every day. As we discussed in our last studio update, the World vs. World team has shifted their priority to releasing a live version of the guild-based world restructuring system. Doing this allows us to get consistent live data and feedback from the community to inform our continued development and improvement. Since our last beta, we've addressed a number of issues with guild selection. queue failures, reset issues, and more. In the next beta, we'll be testing the new team builder, UI updates, and bug fixes. Assuming everything goes well with that test, we will be able to move forward with turning the system on full time. While we don't have dates for the beta or initial release at this time, we will let you know as soon as possible to allow you time to organize your guilds.
I just thought of something else. You could turn your guild hall into a giant game of Fortnite if you give everybody build powers.
Yeah. Why would you want to do that? Do you mean a
Why
battle
not?
royale? Just say battle royale. Just say battle royale.
Well,
Why not?
Well, because you could build also, right?
Oh my
Fortnite
god!
has that.
Build a
Oh
bear
my
battle royale.
god! No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guild Wars 2. I mean, actually, I've always wanted to do that. Like, you know, commentate
You
like a
seem
battle
really
royale game.
opposed to that.
No. It's just we're calling it Fortnite. I like battle royale games and stuff. I mean, I used to. Anyway, yeah, that's actually a really good
Like
idea.
dark times.
Yeah, there were dark times. Still are. Fortnite is a gateway battle royale. It's like, oh god,
It is. Yeah.
it really is. I guess not really.
And then we have this image.
news.
Picture.
Oh yeah, what's?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
Oh wait,
this-
okay. But we
Ooh.
did finish World vs. World. I am happy
We
that
did.
we are getting continued messaging that they are working on it.
Wait, is this not part of?
yeah.
Is this image not part of the World versus World?
No, this is
Nah,
Nios.
bruh.
Could you imagine they redid?
Well, I mean, but,
They're redoing the Borderlands into a Nios realm. It'd be
but
pretty
if
sick.
you
Like a
think
new
about
map.
it, I mean, look, like every single time they do a post, they have words and then they have picture of the thing they're talking about. So
I
I'm
think
like,
this is this top image is relating to the bottom, like wrapping everything
Yeah,
up.
because it's time of year.
no, it's not. It's a World v World map area.
No, it's not. This is
wait,
Nios.
The cryptos are coming into World v World. There
I
you
would
go.
not be opposed to that.
No, I mean, it would be fine. It'd be cool, but like, I don't think don't get your hopes up on
Oh,
this. You know?
No.
And
Wait, they're
Ryla
coming for you,
said in the
Croof. They
chat,
got you.
that is
They're coming
correct.
for you.
Yeah.
Croof, hide Croof. Hide Croof, quick.
I know, I'm just waiting for it to pass. We got talent passing by.
I will say, as a World v World player, that I'm happy that they're still working on it. I would have liked this for Christmas, but it's coming, so it's better than a kick in the testicles. Is
It's
what
only
it is.
been
It is.
7 years. Yeah.
It's better than being dressed up as hairy testicles too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the sweat. Yeah, we
Look,
talked about
I'm
it.
looking forward to that cosplay. Please send pictures. Yeah.
Of just
Oh.
balls. Okay, so
This
But
episode really has been the most baller episode we've ever done.
Well
that
done.
was
I'm
good.
still not
That was
saying
good.
okay, that was good. Who's taking this
But
one?
everything looks so flashy. I just want to talk about this image real quick. I was
okay.
expecting something really dark colors, reds, blacks, blues, but they're like the paleness of it, which we see in the concept art for Patha. I'm like, Realm of Dreams, but with that correlation of demons. I'm just really intrigued with this art style for Nios. I think it was a little unexpected for me.
This is the dream kind of like the good side, isn't it?
I mean, it
Yeah.
could be bad. This could just be how Nios looks, like
Yeah.
in general.
I like how foggy it is. I hope
Yeah.
it means that it's like difficult to see stuff too far away.
That makes sense because dreams
I'm
are
down
vivid.
for that.
Vividness.
But just like the vegetation, it looks so alien, and I'm really captivated by this. I just like
I,
it.
I think this is just epochs. This is what it looks like without epochs corruption.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought there was like red
Agreed.
branches.
Stranger Things tendrils.
Stranger things have
yeah.
happened.
Okay. That's a picture
The-
from the domain of Corn. Don't think so.
Corna?
I don't think so.
Corna.
Probably not.
I think the
It is-
I mean,
alien
they-
kind of like weird things in the background are a bit more like, you know.
Yeah.
The thing is,
it
it's the realm of dreams, so it could be older
Version of
maps recolored with some additional spooky vinage going on. Yeah, I mean, I'm
Yeah,
I don't know where this would be in
pieces.
Corna though.
No idea. I mean, unless
Oh,
we're
it does
talking
look
like
like- okay.
earlier, how we kind of saw some of the stuff that looks like, architecture from other places, and like human architecture and stuff like that with like the Kurziks. It could be a reflection of, again, just like the mists are, bits
Could
and
be.
pieces of memory or stuff.
Interesting.
I mean, it also is, it is very intriguing because we don't really know about the realm of dreams yet. Like, is it a place? Like, is it actually a place? Is it another, like an alternate parallel universe or something? Like, is it a conglomeration of dreams or images? Is it something more abstract like the mist, or something more real like Tyria? Like, there's a lot of questions. I mean, this could perhaps indicate either that, yes, it's like drawing from pieces of landscape that make up kind of the dreaming worlds, or a reflection of the mists or something, or it could literally mean that like there was once nature and it is a physical place. We don't really know.
I do find it interesting that there is foliage, there is greenery, there's like plants here. Some of them look odd, but Nios is a place that has vegetables, so maybe there are vegetarian cryptids.
I mean, if they want to take over the Silvari, they have to be fairly vegetarian.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, we already know. Yeah.
I like how for just 1 second I just relaxed my brain.
Why did you assume?
and then I came back in and I was like, did Boots just say something about vegetarian cryptids? And I was just like, probably, yeah, that's probably what just happened.
Vegetarian demons.
If you had hope of anything serious there, then your hopes would automatically be dashed.
Honestly, my hope for Naos is that it's kind of like the staging ground, because demons can seem to be to open portals into any realm.
Yeah.
Then maybe this is our portal to the rest of the mists, and Paither becomes a goddess guide to the cosmos. That would be really cool. Yeah, fingers crossed. Or a bad guy.
Excellent.
Who brain fucks us. Yeah, that's probably something like that. Possibly.
I'd be down. That'd be fun.
Is there something in the background?
She's there.
There's always something in the background.
You probably see
twisting vines and.
You're talking about that. In the background of my camera, there's a cat.
It looks like it goes up pretty high. Verdant Brink vibes. Anyways.
Yeah.
It does look. There is here. Yes, there is like a branch or a root which kind of goes up. There's there
Pretty
as
high
well.
up, yeah.
And that one looks like a big one. So it could be. It looks very almost like like whoever said Verdant Brinky in that area. That's a good comparison. Should we read this last section? I think it's just
the busiest time of the year.
It's the
except
busiest time
for all the other ones.
of the year.
There are major releases
and system updates coming
up soon.
But there's just a little more to cover in November and December. They'll also introduce more events, a week-long buff to support our Extra Life stream on November 3rd and 4th, a 2-week new hero jumpstart event, a Dungeon Rush week, and Winter's Day coming up on December 12th. Lunar New Year and a second... Shh, quiet!
Sorry, I'm just like, I've never
The teacher is reading.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Lunar New Year and a second skills and balance update will be coming along near the end of January 2024. Around then, or a little after, we'll be back to talk about the next few months of Guild Wars 2. Altogether, November through January looks something like this.
Okay, let's take a look.
Events, Halloween.
Story, final map, convergences, expansion relics, Wizard's Vault, new armor, Cosmic Observatory challenge mode, Halloween, Extra Life, new jumpstart event, Dungeon Rush, Winter's Day, Lunar New Year, Skills and Balance, Expanded Weapon Proficiency Beta, World Restructuring Beta, and Guild Hall Arena updates.
Oh, so that's coming before January. Like in January, the Guild Hall Arena update. Ooh. Cool.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
I just went to the wiki, by the way. Dungeon Rush is like, it just says a special event, and that's it. So we have no idea what a Dungeon Rush is.
Wasn't there a Dungeon Rush before?
Fractal Rush.
Fractal Rush. So it's going to be like that, but for dungeons.
That's cool though, because I would like to do that. I don't care about fractals. Dungeons like dungeons. I love that dungeons. Okay, cool. That sounds great. I mean, I think. Wait, so live streams. Yes, Extra Life. Make sure you donate and do all the things. If you're in the live chat right now, you can do that right now and donate to Extra Life for the kids, for the children. Raise all the monies and do the things. And we'll have a special Extra Life LightBringers episode at 11 p.m. Pacific on the Friday. And you've got Rook's stream with the Fornax as well on the Saturday morning. People. So make sure you're getting in there, raising some money. There's the camera, I moved it. For all the things. This, all in all, looks fantastic. All the fun things are coming. And we don't have long. Next week. No, the week after.
We don't have long, everyone.
Oh, I assume there will be drops as well.
Don't have
Oh, true.
drops for when?
For when it comes out. They're doing them every quarter, I think, right? That
That'd
would
be
make
nice.
sense.
Mm.
I think we'll see some more drops coming out, which would be cool. So you expect more people covering the game around that time as well, because they normally do chuck out the dollar.
So out of all this, what is the most interesting thing that you're looking forward to, guys? I think honestly the Guildhall thing is the most interesting thing
for me.
Yeah.
besides obviously all the story coming out soon, but we knew that was coming.
I think Convergences for me the most interesting. The content
that's
that will
true too.
actually play, it will be probably that. It'll be a new activity to get people together for, which I always love to try and do if we can. Which we'll see.
I'm very interested in Convergences, but I really want to know what those weapons are.
Oh, that's true. Actually, that.
So that's the 28th,
I
right?
want to play that shortbow
Yes.
engineer. Shortbow engineer will be the devil.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited about everything. I mean, we talked about at the start of the podcast, the new map, and I think that's I've been so drawn into the story, and I've been so invested in the worlds we've been seeing and the new places we've been going. So I think for me personally, the new map and the story, as bread and butter as it is, and not some new shiny feature, I'm super pumped about that. And seeing how they're expanding on other systems is also really exciting. Yeah, like the Convergences. So I think I'm just excited to see that kind of the main content that's coming up and getting to explore more of this incredible lore that they've put out there for us, and then seeing how they're still building off of the stuff they've already done so well with this expansion.
Sick. Other people?
I believe.
Anyone else?
Story.
Want to add to what
Yeah.
they're excited for? Kruf and Vonax. Vonax's story. Just story.
I already did.
Interested for the story. Oh, you did already? Okay.
I said weapons.
I'm
and then you said,
excited
"Oh,
about
yeah."
finishing my legendary armor. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
Yay!
working my way.
Oh, I want to see how
Yeah.
those look.
Are you doing the new stuff,
It's gonna be
Vonax?
beautiful. I'm doing the new, and I'm doing the old, and I'm doing the World v World all at once because I have ADHD. So that's what you do when you do that. I finished my collection. I killed
You're
Deimos.
fixated on it.
I stuffed the heart in the tree, so I've crafted 3 pieces of raid legendary armor now, and I've got 2 or 3 pieces of World v World raid armor. So I mean, yeah, I'm going mad for it. So
We definitely
you know.
need to do one day. This is just another idea that I'm putting out into the world. We'll get Really Geek on. We'll get some other people wearing ADHD, and as well as you, Vonax, and we'll do an ADHD and MMOs podcast one day. And we'll be like,
my
yeah, that would probably
The
go on for
chaos.
days.
No.
That would be absolutely chaotic. You're right. That would be fun. Okay, awesome. Personally, yeah, the weapon beta will be very fun. I'm assuming we'll be able to use it in PvP and World v World as well, so that's always good. Yeah. Weapon balance. I want to go and check out the balance and stuff. Or did that happen today? Yeah, who will remind us to do it? That's true. Oh, that's a fun time. Someone without ADHD, hopefully. We'll put it on Boots. Boots will remind us. Doesn't know what I'm talking about. It's fine. I feel like a lot of us could be. Well, I mean, ADHD folks flock together most of the time. Not on purpose though. Just especially.
Like brownie in motion, we just bounce around until we hit each other. Yeah.
That's true. Okay, so we can probably end there unless anyone else has anything exciting that they want to mention or talk about from today's show or studio update. Oh, the new relics aren't in the patch notes. Oh, okay. Well, we're not going to do them now. You can go and look at those. But thank you very much, Alan, for the information. Appreciated. Thanks so much for watching this episode of LightBringers Podcast, episode 7 of season 3. We hope you have enjoyed the show. If you would like to watch the previous shows, please go to the youtube.com/JebroUni or type in the LightBringers into your favorite explorer, which probably is Bing. That's, it's up and coming.
Bing.
Bing.
So I don't know. It's just up and coming, It's always, everyone loves that one. Or Firefox or whatever you like.
Alta Vista's the way to go.
Alta Vista. Oh, Yahoo. Yahoo probably still exists.
Ask Jeeves.
No, Ask Jeeves. Oh, back in the day.
Wow. Crawler.
Back in the day. Ask Jeeves was the place to go.
It was.
Yes, the Discord. You can join our Discord. And that's how you can enter our. I'm going to just pimp out Borderfon tomorrow. The Borderfon is on Saturday, and we're going to be also running a costume competition for loads of gems. So if you want to enter that, you're more than welcome to do so. If you're watching this and it's already past Saturday, the 20th of October, it's happened. It was an amazing event. Like there's that.
Congratulations to the winner.
Life. Yeah. There's Extra Life, which is happening as well next weekend. Please make sure you go and check out the Guild Wars 2 channel to get involved with that. We're also raising money here as well as Rookery, a bunch of other people. Kroof, what do you do where you do it? If you want to do an outro, we're going to do a different order.
Hi gang, coming at you live on Twitch interwebs, and sometimes I'm even on the YouTube vibes, but if I'm not there, I'm usually in real life, just working away, going to my shifts, and, enjoying life,
You sound like a surfer.
Period. Sup, bro?
Period, dude.
We'll work on it, brah. We'll work on it, but it's okay. And you can just find me a Kroof. And
Just say dude. Every so often.
Thanks, brah. Thanks, dude.
Thanks, big.
It's such a juxtaposition. You look like you've just walked out of a 1920s ball, and you're talking like a surfer, bro. I'm
Hey,
here
bro.
for it, darling. It's wonderful.
I'm gonna go to the grocery store after this and walk in full face to make it be like, where the bread at, bro?
Are you gonna do that? Because if you are,
Yes, I am. I'm just gonna go to the. I'm hungry. I have no groceries. I need to go get them,
exciting.
and I'm already wearing this.
But please
That's
also talk
that's
like
what
that.
TikTok was made for, darling. That's what TikTok was made for. Yeah.
This is the many layers of Kroof. This is why we love you.
I'll do a fit check on my social medias at the grocery store. I'll embarrass myself a little bit in public.
Amazing. Okay, next. Boots.
Hello.
That's what you do
I'm
where you do
Boots.
if you want to.
You can find me at World Avengers on YouTube and also on Twitter. And I've been making adventure videos recently, so I don't know, I'm halfway through. I think I'm halfway through probably by now, right?
Yeah, you totally are.
How do
Yeah.
we know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, gone through 33 of
We
them.
just
How many
guessed.
are there? There's a lot.
87.
Oh boy. Okay. So almost halfway there. And they're fun, and I do well. And you go on the site, watch. My dog needs me. I must go.
I thought that sounded.
Was that your dog?
Yeah. What?
What? I think that was
It
my.
sounded so high pitched and like.
That sounded like a cat then.
Yeah.
You've got a cat dog? Okay, just like
Yeah.
everything
Cat
else.
dog.
Cat dog.
Yeah, no.
Y'all remember that? Y'all, I was
do
about to say
remember
y'all
that
remember that anime.
Oh, no.
Do y'all remember that cartoon?
Bonex, tell us what you're doing. Yeah, Philippa.
Sorry, I was thinking about cat dog. Yeah, I'm Phoenix at the Crichton Herald. Please check out my YouTube channel. There is a video on there discussing this post. If you want it read by me, not these beautiful people, then head over there. And I have sections that are titled "My Thoughts," so you can skip those if you don't want to listen to them. So that's great, and that's that. And please do check out Rook and I's live stream thing with the live streaming.
The
Yes,
one that we planned and we know everything about. That's going to be great.
weeks. Yeah, we've been working on it
Oh,
for
you'll be
weeks and weeks. We
fine.
have. Yeah.
Oh, you
Uh-huh.
like just like I've been working on the podcast. I'm so.
I saw their plan. They uploaded a doc on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Oh
is
my
the-
god.
Oh, that's a toy.
It distort. Is that a toy?
No, it's not a toy. It's my dog. It's probably distorted by the.
You know, it
by the-
distorts and it goes so high pitched. It goes like wee wee.
Yeah, it's probably only picking up.
Yeah. It sounds like
Literally just sound like.
He's going.
Sounds like a hand doing that.
It's like a man. Is that a mandrake? To bring up Harry Potter, it's like when they like pull up the plants, they start screaming.
Yeah, yes. Like
Sounds like that.
Love your puppy, just don't love your puppy. Okay.
I don't know where that came from.
Fornax. Wow.
And frankly, it's time for me to leave.
Let's go to Rook now for the continuing.
For the weather,
for the...
Hey, ballers, what's up? It's me.
Oh my god, no. No
You
balls.
you can find me on my Twitch channel where I ball all day, every day.
I ball every day. What do you ball? You
I
ball
ball.
every day. What's
Yeah.
this bowling? mean?
Crying,
Oh, no.
sobbing.
Twitch.tv/Rookery. That's ROOKURI. You can find me on my YouTube where I ball usually once a week or every couple weeks, depending on when my editors and I can get videos up, which is also Rookery. And you can catch me sometimes balling in pictures and on tweets on Twitter, which is at Rookery_, and on Blue Sky at Rookery. Although I have not balled much over on Blue Sky, to be honest. So I need to ball a bit
Apparently,
anyone
harder.
has.
balling is also slang for living a lavish, flashy, or extravagant lifestyle, especially spending freely while partying. I don't know what that means.
I don't know either. I mean, just being rich, I've never experienced that, so I don't know for sure.
Oh, lavish doesn't have to be rich. You can just like Kroof is lavish.
We gotta go though.
Wow.
This is desperate. So that's it.
Bougie bitch.
You're poor, but you're lavish.
Check
Damn.
out the Extra Life live stream. I will miss everybody for the late night Lightbringers. I love you so much. And yeah, it's good to be back after all the travel and everything.
Yeah. Don't forget to do all the
We're
things.
so
I
proud
already
of
did
you.
myself.
We're so proud of you.
We are. This is very true.
So good. We are. We're so good.
Everyone,
friends.
thank you very much for watching.
Proud internet
Don't
mum.
forget, check out all of the previous shows if you'd like to. We'll be back in 2 weeks at this time, but we'll be back with the Lightbringers on the Extra Life show where we'll be doing ridiculous things. We will see you soon. Thanks so much for watching. Take care and goodbye.